Love and light, everyone. Thank you for being here today and sharing my messages. I've been in practice for over 30 years working with altered states of consciousness, and my resume is on my website. With this film, I'm going to explain to you the way I work and what I've learned through my journey working with hundreds of clients and spirits, because sometimes spirits need help as well.
How can a reincarnated spirit continue to communicate with people on Earth? An interesting question which immediately drops us into one of the most complex areas of the metaphysical. Some examples of multi-dimensional metaphysical processes reflect through questions such as: how can the spirit of Jesus Christ communicate with thousands of individual people on Earth at the same time? To understand the answer to the latter, it helps if we understand the scientific concepts of multi-dimensional metaphysical processes. So I'm going to give some examples of metaphysical metamorphosis. Although each of my examples are different, they all hold an essence of a multi-dimensional metaphysical process. Imagine, or possibly you are, sitting in a room. Place some ice cubes in a small bowl. Now, each ice cube is an individual. It's a warm day and the ice cubes melt. Humidity. The water evaporates. 1 cubic metre of air can hold as much as 20 grams of evaporated water. The solid ice cubes, which if big enough, remember, sank the Titanic, have become an invisible part of nothing in your room. Nothing you can see, touch or hear. Totally invisible. The warm air touches the colder glass of the window and condensation manifests droplets of water. In this example, we have 3 stages of metamorphosis: ice, vapour and liquid. The importance of this example is to explain how something material and tangible may become invisible to us and yet also materialise, manifest in a different state of being. It's similar to the metal mercury being 2-dimensional, as it is also a liquid. Another example, as mentioned in several of my other films on YouTube, is your room being filled with invisible signals. Millions of books, pictures and everything, including people, all becoming manifest on your mobile phone. They're all there in your room. In this example, we can transgress time and space, as in an instant you can be talking to someone on the other side of the world. Some spirits who have not passed over into the light remain in this other dimension within the density of Earth. As for them, time and space are less relevant to their existence, and some spirits attempt and are able to experience material manifestation through attachment or possession, drawn by their individual fixations to a suitable host, usually through portals of trauma. Another example is our computers. Imagine the matrix, a computer of our Creator has made and we live in. It's far more complex than our computers. It has karmic responses, portals, and just like our computers can record things. And this whole collective memory is called the Akashic Records. How many things can you record on our computers? If you have a memory stick, you can record literally everything. So imagine our Creator's collective memory. Every blade of grass, every word, every action are recorded, available and recorded on the Akashic Records. In the matrix of God's computer, emotions are also recorded. Every action, emotion, feeling and trauma experienced by everyone and everything is recorded. Now take the relativity of time and space, which we have just mentioned. Everything from everywhere, available in an instance, anywhere. Now add feelings, because God's computer also records feelings. A traumatic event in life which has had such an impact it causes psychological fragmentation becomes a manifest instant punched into time, which becomes manifest in the Akashic Records and is also attached to yourself. And because of the trauma involved, we have a fragmentation and attachment, but because it is from yourself, you possess this maladaption. This self-possession of psychological trauma is a portal. It's known as neurosis, a psychosis. It's a doorway into your own computer. It's like spilt coffee on your computer keys on a screen. And now everything your computer displays is tainted by the mistake made. And yes, it is often someone else who has caused the damage. The latter gives reference to negative spirit and their communication, which may be harmful. I would only advise communication with spirit for healing intentions. With spirit, which are reincarnated, the denominator is the essence from singularity, existing and repeating, as reflections from the Akashic Records. And this multi-dimensional repetitive vortex reflects the essence from the individuality of the individual you are contacting. It's similar to when we watch films from teachings of people who have died and moved into spirit. The recordings in materiality exist, and also the essence of each individual exists in the Akashic Records, and you can key into this. So we can communicate with a person in spirit even if the individual is reincarnated onto earth. This communication with the essence of the person will have limitations if they are reincarnated, as the full intellect of the individual is not coherent. Yet their essence is able to reflect and communicate from the Akashic Records.